simply done the Instagram, wait, Twitch channel. This is where Young
Yep.
America comes to get their Twitch shows. Hi, I'm Don Barris. This is Mary Jane, and this is the Mary Jane Show.
Hello.
Son of a bitch, man.
Hello, and welcome to the Mary Jane Show. Thank you for sharing your lovely Saturday afternoon with us. We have lots of exciting stuff lined up. We will start with an action-packed opening show banter. Then we will slide right into mid-show banter, where we might get some sports play-by-plays or updates. And then we will have a grand conclusion with closing show banter. Hello, Don. How are you today?
Well, I'm trying to find out if what time this show is tomorrow.
Oh, very good, very good. Well, big hand for Don for joining us. Yay. And also, thank you very much, Old Man G,
Hi
best
there.
moderator in the business.
Hi,
Hello.
hi, old man G.
Hi, everybody.
Monica
Monica Lopez,
Lopez
yes.
is saying hi. Hello, Don and Mary Jane and everybody.
High Five Protege
Hello.
says Mary Jane emoji times 7. So 7 Mary Jane emojis. Hello.
Hello, Hi Fi. Thank you, thank you. Are we having fun watching basketball, Old Man G?
I'm not watching anything today. I don't think the game has started yet.
Yes, it is. You got.
Did it just start?
It didn't. It started about a little while ago, but
Oh, it is on. Okay. My bad. I didn't think it was on yet. Clippers up.
So super duper exciting sports stuff. And it's a little overcast here in Los Angeles, but still a lovely Saturday afternoon.
It says here, hey Don, it's the 1 year anniversary of the Comedy Mafia on May 4th in the Belly Room. Would love to have you on the show if you're available. This time it starts at 9 p.m.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Yeah, make sure that.
Yeah, you'll just head straight over there right after the thing. Yeah, you'll be fine. Tell him sure.
Well, that wasn't. That was the original message.
Well, thank you all for joining us for the Mary Jane Show. Today's opening show banter is just a little bit of scheduling housekeeping. If anyone hasn't heard of Comedy Store Mafia, they've been very nice to include Don in a bunch of stuff.
It's a game that they're trying to make into a show. So
First off, Don, you look very pretty today.
yeah, I know.
High Five Protege says Don playing Mafia is like if Mary Jane worked at a dispensary.
I did twice. It was a terrible experience. Worst job in my life. Worst experience ever. I'm probably more professional now. But I worked at them early on when anytime that's the benefit of having things legal than gray area because people behave better when they're forced to. More stalkers than any other job.
Oh, gosh.
What is?
When I worked at the dispensaries.
Why would you say that there's more stalkers?
Just my experience. Oh, Don, you look very pretty today.
Yeah.
Are you having fun watching basketball?
Uh,
So how's your lovely Saturday afternoon, Omanji?
Doing okay. Uh, I had a little bit of lunch earlier, some chicken nuggets and French fries,
Wait a minute.
classic.
You had lunch today?
Yeah,
That is so fucking awesome, man.
did you not?
Yeah, I did, but I
Oh,
just
okay.
didn't.
That's awesome too.
I didn't know that you ate lunch.
I do
Clippers.
sometimes.
Clippers are up by 5 at the start of the second quarter. I'm voting for the Clippers to win.
Kawhi Leonard is
What?
God, Mary Jane.
Oh, was this in fact part of the Mary Jane six pack?
Yes. Do you know
Okay.
any?
What?
Let me see. Do you know any of the games? Old man G. I'd like to see how Mary Jane. Okay, we got the Clippers and the Nuggets on now.
None of the hockey games have started. Is there a baseball game? There was, right? Braves and somebody.
And I think Omanji had a statement about Kawhi Leonard.
I was just saying, in game 7, Kawhi Leonard is probably pretty important to have. So be interesting to see if he matters as very much. Let's see, he's already got 4 points, but it's the first quarter, so. Jokic had 6 assists in the first quarter.
And for people that don't follow it, what team is Quay on?
Kawhi is on the Clippers.
Okay.
Was it the Dodgers and the Braves that played for this?
That sounds about right. Or the A's. No, Braves. Something like that.
Because that game has been delayed. I don't know if it's permanently delayed or.
There were some sprinkles outside on the drive over. Would that have anything to do with it?
No, it's in Atlanta actually, so
Oh, okay.
not this time. Let me see. Let me look at the weather map. They might play it.
Okay, the hockey game, Tigers and Angels. When do they play?
Let's see. 9:38 Eastern. So
In
another hour and 20.
so, Indiana Cleveland, is that game later?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
Yes.
and the DC Defenders and the Michigan Panthers is tomorrow.
Okay.
Hmm.
So Avalanche starts when, did I say? Oh, Avalanche should be on now. It starts at 5 Pacific.
It's 5:08.
Yeah, so they're probably doing their little startup stuff. Let's see. Is there anything else? Tigers, Angels, no. Okay, so yeah, these are the 3 games we have right now. Hi-Fi wants to know, or he says, "Ooh, Mary Jane, also Mary Jane Lord, did you go to the early ones where you had to have a doctor's card?"
Yes, I got my doctor's note from the executive editor of High Times magazine about 2 years before the first store opened. Sent me to the doctor that actually got my ailment, which was a real ailment, onto the 1996 California medical thing law. And when I hosted the Cannabis Cup in Amsterdam, it was the November before the January 1st, the first LA store opened. And the owner of the first store came up to me at the mixer and said, just got my attention, said, "Excuse me, you don't know who I am now, but soon you will know me more, and I think you will like me." And then they wandered away. And sure enough, they introduced themselves January 1st when I was there to at the first day of the first store in LA.
Very fun.
Yeah. Fun fact. It was a vintage little yellow house across from the now Jim Henson studio, which used to be the Charlie Chaplin studio. So it was actually the first weed store was Charlie Chaplin's writing office slash flop house.
Wow. The Tigers and the Angels are on at 6:30.
Yep.
Another fun fact, most of the cannabis cups you can find video from the event. But mine was the conspiracy cup. And you can't find any video.
Slight change of topic, if it's okay, Mary Jane.
Mm-hmm.
From YouTube chat, Total Bish wants to know, hey, MJ and Don, what are your personal favorite Michael Jackson songs, if any?
Order your favorite Michael Jackson songs.
What are?
What are?
Yes, what are your favorite personal Michael Jackson songs, if any?
I love Michael Jackson. I was working as a DJ when Thriller came out, so there's a lot of music from Michael Jackson. All right, let me ask you this, and anybody can answer if they like. Michael Jackson, I'll give you two. Michael Jackson sang background on a #1 song. What song did Michael Jackson sing background that went to #1 on the Billboard charts?
I know the answer to this, so if somebody else wants to try first.
I'll bet you don't. Because if I ask that question, most people would name a song that only went up to #2 on the charts.
Well, we'll just stall for another 30 seconds so that if anyone in the chat has a fair option.
Yeah.
And then old man G can answer.
A song that Michael Jackson sang background on. And
actually, I can't.
And I'll tell you this right now. It was not Somebody's Watching Me by Rockwell.
No, and I can't remember the name of the song either. But I know who sings it, I think.
Tell me who.
Is it Stevie Wonder?
What if I said yes?
I want to say Isn't She Lovely, but I don't think that's it, right?
And it is not it.
No, that's the one I was thinking of.
No, it was not that.
Oh, Fro Dizzle's in the chat. This World Blows podcast is in the chat. They both said Rockwell as well.
Yeah, it's not Someone's Watching Me.
Total Bitch got it, I think.
Paul McCartney's Say was a duet, so it was not him singing background. It was that was a Michael Jackson, Paul McCartney song. Okay, I'm going to turn over all the cards. It was a Stevie Wonder song, and it was from 1973. Subscription! Somebody just signed a subscription. Was it the Simpsons episode for Lisa's birthday? No.
Night of Rouge 1973 subscribed for their 24th month, 16th month streak. That's pretty crazy. That's more than a year.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Thank you.
They say hi, Simply Dawn. That's you, Dawn. Hi, Mary Jane. That's you, Mary Jane. Terry Greenbean, the commissioner. Old Man G, that's me. Hello to you. And the rest of the Ding Dong who aren't here, but on behalf of them, I'll say hello to you.
Hello. Thank you. So, Dawn, give the answer, please.
I'm giving some more clues to see if anybody knows.
Okay.
1973. It was a Stevie Wonder song, and in the song, Stevie Wonder says, Jackson 5 come along and sing, and then the Jackson 5 come in and sing. But Michael Jackson was the voice of the Jackson 5. So,
This World Blows podcast says superstitious. Is that it?
superstitious? No, it was not.
High Five Protege says, "How was the Amsterdam Cannabis Cup? Was it interesting?" By the way, it says you all for being so pretty today, but it says I bet it means thank you all for being so pretty today.
It was a learning experience. That's when I really realized how cutthroat business was, and like the illusion of like people actually caring about like having a true, genuine, like pure passion for something smashed and crunched into I guess the bureaucracy of money. So it was slight disappointment on that level.
Should I give the answer?
Sure.
Stevie Wonder was lucky enough to be born in the same hospital as Don. One time, many years ago, Stevie Wonder came to the Comedy Store, and I asked his security if I could say something to him. And I went up to him, and I told him, I was born in the same hospital as you at Saginaw General Hospital. He goes, oh, yeah, Saginaw General. And so that's my contact with Stevie Wonder.
Awesome.
But the name of the song that we're thinking of, that we're trying to get, is called Boogie On Reggae Woman.
Wow.
It went to number 1. A lot of people don't know, but the line was, Jackson 5, come along and sing, say doo-doo-wop, co-co-co doo-doo-wop, motherfuckers doo-doo-wop, who likes to fuck doo-doo-wop. I'm making up some of it as I go along. TV was black and white then. No, it wasn't. What does my shirt say?
Metal.
Death in my metal.
Fuck yeah.
Man.
I bet you were delivered by the same doctor, too. No, I wasn't. I do remember they brought cameras in, and they were telling my mother that this is the second most famous person that was ever born in this hospital. And then Stevie Wonder came in and says, yeah, Don and me.
It's crazy he was there that day.
I think they called him in.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
And
He probably
was
has a
in-
helicopter.
He was in
How did they
Detroit.
know at the inception of birth that you were going to be so famous and successful?
How did the wise men know that Jesus was going to be such a big shot when he was born? Yet they went across the desert to pay tribute to him.
All Stevie Wonder probably had to do was follow the North Star, and it led him to Saginaw Township or Saginaw General.
Saginaw General. And Detroit, where he was living at the time, is a 90-minute drive from Saginaw. Is a 90-minute drive from Detroit.
Didn't he bring you some frankincense and myrrh too?
I don't remember. I was just born.
Well, we'd hope that Stevie Wonder wasn't the driver, he was a passenger.
I'm pretty sure he was. Even though Shaquille O'Neal and a lot of other people say that Stevie Wonder is not blind.
Well, if he's not, he's sure committed to the bit well. Oh, okay. I guess that could conclude our opening show banter.
Yeah.
We can slide right into mid-show banter.
What do we
Might
do
have
there?
some play-by-plays and sports updates.
Well, I think we gave you all the sports updates at the beginning of the show, because the good thing is I don't have to be at the Comedy Store till 9. So we can go watch, what movie are we going to see, Mary Jane?
Something from Marvel.
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts. And as I was told a little earlier, he's out of bounds right there. At the end of the movie, there's a special message.
Yeah, after the credits, it talks about how pretty Dawn is.
Yeah, so I'd like to be around for that. But we'll have plenty of time to get there by 9.
Yes.
Spoiler-free review. I think you'll like it. It's pretty fun. I saw it yesterday.
Yay.
So maybe we call, after the movie, we call Old Man G with questions about the movie if we didn't understand something, and it'll immediately tell us. And then we can drive over to, I'm wondering this, do we drive to the Comedy Store? Mommy wouldn't want to watch the show, do you think? Would she?
We'll talk about it later. She might or might not. We'll discuss it
It's
later.
only an hour. It's only an hour.
Okay. We will discuss it later.
Do you think we could discuss it later? Oh, yeah, you said that.
Yeah.
Total Fish wants to know what about MJ's, Michael or Mary Jane's favorite. Sorry, there's 2 MJs there. Must be out. What about Mary Jane's favorite MJ song?
You mean Michael Jackson song? Is that what they're saying?
Yes.
I mean, there are a lot of good ones, but I kind of preferred him in the Jackson 5. I mean, he was the main singer of that, or he stole the show.
Yes, he was the main singer of that.
Not my favorite. I mean, I do believe I probably heard it as soon as it came out. I was a little young, so I didn't have a huge musical reference.
What song?
I mean, I didn't. Beat It was too trendy.
Beat it! No! Oh. No one wants to be defeated. Knowing how fucking strong is your fight. It doesn't matter if you're wrong or you're right. Just beat it, beat it, beat it.
So I don't know if I have an actual Michael Jackson favorite song.
All right, let me ask you this then, Mary Jane. This is an easy one. I'll bet you 80% or more of the people here could answer this. But let's see if you can answer this. On the song Beat It, Michael Jackson brought a very famous musician to play a cameo in that song. Who is that famous musician?
I know this one.
All right, but we're asking Mary Jane. Mary Jane, do you know?
No, I do not know.
Okay, why don't you tell him, Mary Jane? Or why don't you tell him, Old Man G?
It was Schizo Surfer.
That would be the obvious one, but no, it was not Schizo Surfer.
Oh.
I'll tell. It was a guitar player in the band Van Halen.
Schizo, right? Didn't he play in Van Halen?
No.
I think he just did drugs at a house party with a relative of Van Halen.
I've got to rewrite this whole book I've been writing then.
But I'll say this. Screen Jams is right. Eddie Van Halen.
Ah, that's right. I always get those guys confused.
It was because at one point there's going to be a super group with Schizo singing, Eddie Van Halen, Wolfgang Van Halen on bass.
The guy from Rat.
No, he wasn't in it. Who was the guy that used to play bass that helped out in our show? But then
Vince.
Vince
Yeah,
was in it,
that's right. Yeah.
and I think Michael Anthony was also in it. He had 3 bass players.
And if I remember correctly, you pointed out that would make the band very unique.
Yeah, it did.
Very funky too, I would imagine.
And yeah, Schizo had the in. He wanted you to contact RCA Records because one of the executives spoke to him about 30 or 40 years ago at one of his family parties.
And he said, if you ever get your band together, get in touch with me. And 30 or 40 years later, he was saying, I can get this guy. He works for RCA Records.
Which in all reality, I believe RCA doesn't exist anymore.
It does exist. So.
Oh, it wasn't swallowed by Capitol?
No. Who is a very famous singer that eventually went to RCA after going with Sun Records to start his career? Do you know that, Mary Jane?
No, not really. But I think it sounds familiar from like maybe the Eagles documentary.
Nope, not the Eagles. Can I do a? Can I sing one of his songs? Well, since
Sure.
my baby left me, I find a new place to dwell. It's the end of lonely streets called Heartbreak Hotel. Okay, I'll give you another one. And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain.
Freddie Mercury?
No, give me another clue. Well, you know I can't. Sitting all alone.
Elvis Presley.
Elvis Presley's right. Good job. Question for everyone. Which Michael Jackson's dance move is your favorite? Moonwalk, spinning, crotch grab, thrust, kick, or smooth criminal lean? I'm going to go with the moonwalk because I actually perfected the moonwalk.
I will agree with the moonwalk because it was quite a phenomenon.
Okay. When did people really notice it and it became gigantic?
The MTV Music Awards?
Nope. Do you know?
1960 something in
Nope.
the Kubrick film.
Nope.
Not the Kubrick film from the 60s.
No.
This is One Small Step for Man.
No.
Is it the Pepsi commercial?
Nope.
Your debut, Balloon Art.
Nope. All right, I'm gonna turn over all the cards. It became famous on. They did a Motown special where they brought all the Motown people back, and they did a special, and then he did something along the lines. Yeah, I love the old songs, but I also like the new ones. And then he went into Billie Jean. And then at one point he did the moonwalk and people flipped out.
But did more people see it there or when he did it the first time on the MTV Music Awards?
I don't think he did it at the MTV Music Awards after this. This was the first time everybody saw it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm saying, yeah, at the Motown, not the MTV Music Awards.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you're very pretty, Don.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right, so we are right in the middle of mid-show banter. Do we get any play-by-plays, Don?
Okay. Denver has the ball. The one guy gets it. No, the Clippers got the ball. There's Harden. He's dribbling out in front. This guy loves to shoot. He comes down. He gets in his little thing. He does a little thing. Watch him step back and shoot. Steps back and shoots. Yes, Harden. Now the Clippers trail by 8. Old Man G sent me a post.
I'm gonna go see if the air conditioner's on and turn it off.
It is not on
Why is it so cold then?
because you can go check, but I guarantee it's not on. If it's on, I'll suck your dick.
We got a excuse me, we just got a tip from Alex Van Halen for $3 a minute ago.
Alex Van Halen, the drummer from Van Halen. What did he say? Did he have anything to say?
Yes, there's a tip note that says, I didn't play in a band with Schizo Surfer. I just did drugs with him at a house party. However, a collaboration with him has been my lifelong dream. Please put this donation toward Dawn's deck. Great show, Mary Jane. So thank you very much, Alex Van Halen.
Yeah, thank you. The drive, and he scores 2 points for the Denver Nuggets. Denver is up by 12. There's pandemonium here. Kawhi Leonard dribbling about the 3-point line. He drives down. He's inside the paint. In and out. Rebound, Denver. They could go up by 14. He dribbles the ball down. Passes it to Jokic, the Joker. That's his nickname, the Joker. You
Yes.
know that, right?
Mm-hmm. We just got a tip for you, Mary Jane. Did you see that?
Oh, thank you, Van Halen.
Mm-hmm.
Kawhi Leonard has the ball, drives into the paint. He comes this way, he goes that way, and he drops back and basket. We're back to a 10-point game. Okay, the Joker is taking the ball out, passes it to his buddy. He's letting the clock run. This is a game 7, win or go home. He picks it up, he dribbles across, throws it to the Joker. The Joker goes in, he's in the paint, throws it to his buddy over there. That guy comes in, yeah, that's black! But the referee says, no, that's a foul! Murray's going to be going to the line. Jokic comes over and says, hey, good play, brother. Let me ask you this. Zubac, is that his name?
Zubac.
Zubac, is he the rookie of the year?
No. No, he's been around for a minute. Stephon Castle from the Spurs is the rookie of the year.
Was he the best, most improved? Misses the first free throw. The Denver Nuggets are up by 10.
I think he was up for most improved player, if I remember correctly, but he didn't win it.
Who won it?
Dyson Daniels from Atlanta.
Oh, another guy who was up there was Cade Cunningham, a guy from my beloved Detroit Pistons. Even though the NBA is making me hate NBA basketball because they fucked the Pistons over so much. Harden's got the ball. Denver's up by 11. We got 11 seconds left until halftime. Harden's dribbling. He's not going to pass to anybody. He shoots a bomb. Air ball. Fucking air ball. We got 5.5 seconds. Harden should have to shave his beard.
It's probably best if he doesn't. Have you seen him without it?
Yes, I have.
Oof.
You know, I smell my fingers right now, and it smells like cat shit. Oh, yeah, it's the reason because I picked up cat shit and I threw it out of the way.
No. Yeah, you can't have that in the way.
2 seconds. Thank you. Bomb, 3-pointer, no good. So we go up with Denver beating the Clippers by 11. Hey, everybody's saying, hey, good job in the first half, fellow member of the team.
Who won?
And nobody won. It's halftime.
Oh.
The hockey game should be on ABC.
ABC.
It just started.
And if you look at this, 103
We just got another tip.
from who?
Ooh.
This one is from Michael Anthony, who says I wasn't in an actual band with Schizo Surfer. I just did drugs with him at a house party. He smoked all my cigarettes and got into a fist fight. Great show, Don and Mary Jane. Thank you very much.
Thank you
Thank
very
you,
much.
Michael.
Thank you. And I apologize for his behavior, even though I'm sure it happened 30 years before I met him.
But it's great to hear from you.
It's wonderful.
Yes, thank you for checking in and helping his lore of reputation.
The game in Atlanta is still delayed, apparently. I'm not sure. It hasn't said postponed or anything, so I'm not sure what's going on.
Super fun. Well, we are right smack in the middle of mid-show banter. We are getting lots of sports play-by-plays and hopefully some more.
I'm trying to
When
find
the hockey game is
the
located.
Tigers and
We still got an hour for that one.
Oh.
Well, actually, a half an hour, less than a half an hour.
It says 9:38 Eastern on mine.
Well, then it'd be a half an hour.
Well, what's on ABC he's looking for?
The Avalanche and Stars hockey game, Game 7.
That's hockey.
The Tigers game is baseball, though.
Yeah. Well, thank you everyone for joining us here on the Mary Jane Show.
Well, we've got Colorado and Dallas here. We're coming into the game. The one guy's going around. He's in the zone. Colorado's on power play. Shoots! No good. Okay, Dallas is doing the best they can. They're man down. Colorado's coming around. Oh, Dallas has got it. He's going to say, why don't you give me the puck? And it throws it to a Colorado guy at the front of the blue, near the blue line. Comes in the middle and shoots! No, off the goalie, the goaltender. Oh, the guy from Colorado. Oh, Dallas is playing. Oh, Dallas shoots it to the. Nope, it gets about to mid ice, about halfway to the red
Don?
line. Yes.
We have a comment from Michigan that says, how about Riley Green with 2 homers in the 9th yesterday? Very cool.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I watched that game. It was 1-1, and in the 9th inning they scored 8 runs to win it.
They look pretty strong.
That was their 21st win. They're going for 22. Best record in all of the American League. The Detroit Tigers. Colorado. Oh! He shoots, but he doesn't score. Shoots over there. Boy, they're keeping it. This power play, a lot of action happening. Colorado still has control of the puck in their end. The guy comes over, gives it to his one buddy. Shoots it across ice. Oh, Dallas shoots it down. And they're going to clear the puck. And both teams are at full strength. Maybe they went full strength right before that because it might be icing. I think it might be. They killed the penalty. Good job, Dallas, they must be saying.
I think it's nice when buddies play on the same team together. I think that's good.
I do too.
High Five Protege might be a little bit confused. He says he believes the moonwalk became famous in 1969 when Neil Armstrong walked on the moon. But we're talking about the dance move, not the actual physical walking on the moon thing.
There's some people saying that they never walked on the moon in 1969.
Yeah,
That's why I said the Stanley Kubrick film.
Could be. Never know.
Here comes Dallas. They got a scoring opportunity. They come down. Oh, Colorado took it back. He passes it to his one buddy. He puts it out way in front. Oh, the guy could have, if he would have shot on the goal, he might have scored if the goalie didn't stop it. Colorado has the ice about in the middle part between the blue lines. Dallas is throwing it around. Throws it to his one buddy who clears it to mid-ice. Colorado gets it back. Now Colorado has control. He throws to his one buddy across Ike, who shoots it way down around where they shoot it, and it goes around behind the goaltender. Oh, Dallas has got it going. Dallas has a breakaway. Here he comes. Shoots. Stops the play. It's still 0-0. Dallas, Colorado. This is the West round. This is a game 7. And they say that game 7s are the best playoff games there are.
Rumor has it the moon landing's budget was hidden in the Space Odyssey movie.
Space Odyssey? Oh, 2001 Space Odyssey?
Mm-hmm.
You ever seen this commercial for Domino's? They say, all these fucking idiots say, you want to compare this stuffed crust pizza with the previous Domino's stuffed crust pizza. He says, yeah, sure, I'll try that. And he gives it a shot. But here's the thing. Domino's never had a stuffed crust pizza before. So it just is fucking with their heads.
Yeah. Mental abuse is what
And
it sounds like.
These guys feel like complete fucking idiots.
Did they beat him with canes afterwards
No, they did
for getting it
not.
wrong?
No, they did not.
Frodizzle says he believes the moon is hollow. It might sound crazy, but Why the Flies sold me on it. I'm not sure what that is. I'll look it up real quick.
I've been talking about this a lot lately because I'm not a conspiracy theorist. You know that to be true, don't you, old man G?
Yeah, I would say you're not a conspiracy theorist for sure.
But one of the things that I'm starting to think, let's talk the Kennedy assassination. All right, hear me out. They never really figured out how Kennedy died. Let's say this happened. Hear me out. They're in Dallas, Texas. The president, John F. Kennedy, and his wife, Jackie, who's quite honestly getting a little bit too big for her britches.
That's why he beat the fuck out of her in France right before that trip. There's
Really?
evidence to it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so hear me out. So Jackie, they're in the back of the limo. Jackie says to John F. Kennedy, hey, listen, I know what you've been doing with Marilyn Monroe. You've been fucking her, and it hurts me. John Kennedy was so shocked by this because she thought, there's no way Jackie knows anything about this. And it fucked with his head so much, his head exploded.
Wow.
No one's ever pointed that out, have they?
Mm-mm.
I just threw up a little bit thinking about it.
Yeah. Again, I am not a conspiracy theorist, so I'm not just trying to find. I just was thinking about this the other day.
Well, they've released thousands and thousands and thousands of documents thus far in the last few months, so I'm sure that's buried somewhere in there.
There's a real possibility. Well, I'm glad this thing doesn't start till 9 o'clock because we can go. The movie ends at 8:15.
Yes.
Probably
So-
8:30, maybe a little after. By the time by the time we get in the car. So that's
So your
reason-
Instagram stream's going to be screwed up a little. It'll be short, very short, and 20 minutes late.
but I might do a little bit before.
Yeah, you can do, yeah. So it
And
might be
then-
broken up.
And then in a rush over there
Are you going tonight? I thought you were going tomorrow.
tomorrow.
No,
Yeah.
it's tomorrow.
Oh, okay. So tonight the Instagram stream is normal, right?
Tonight
Yes.
should be normal.
Okay.
Sunday it'll be a little wacky.
And is it okay if I talk about the Star Wars thing tonight? I'm doing tonight, Don?
You can talk
Yep.
about it. Is it tonight or tomorrow?
Tonight.
Midnight
Yes.
tonight. So technically, the second it turns to tomorrow. Am I right, old man G?
Yes, on the East Coast. So it'll be
Why
9
don't
o'clock
you-
for
why
all you
don't
West
you- Why
Coasters.
don't you promote this thing? 'Cause this
Me and my
sounds
buddy,
fun.
who are doing a podcast together, talking about entertainment stuff and such. We're going to do Star Wars May the 4th stream tonight at midnight on the East Coast. So right after Dawn's stream ends, we're going to go play, and we should have me. It'll definitely be me and him, but we might have a third person that plays with us. But we'll rotate viewers in and out. So Hi-Fi, I know you wanted to play recently, and Toilet Bowl Comedy, if he's around, I know he's wanted to play, and we might get Quinn in there. We might get Sean Morton.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Why didn't you start out with Quinn?
Well, I didn't want to. I want to make sure. I want to work everybody into it first. I just want to drop the hammer, you know.
I wouldn't mind seeing Quinn, maybe on the. Oh, it's not video; it's just audio, right?
Yeah. Unfortunately,
I wouldn't mind seeing Quinn do the moonwalk.
Yeah. That should be something he practices at the show. Like he should come on stage in the moonwalk and leave stage on the moonwalk.
Yeah. Except for the fact that when the one time he was really pushed to dance, he took down the stream.
Yes.
He kicked down the stream.
Yeah.
Or fell down the stream. I don't know. It's hard to decipher the dance move that actually took it down.
By the way, Colorado has got the puck there. Okay, they're on side. Dallas now has the puck. This guy's saying, "Hey, why don't I? Hey, buddy, I'm gonna pass it to you." Now Dallas goes up. They go. Maybe they were offsides or something.
Fred's was just this damn. My head just exploded. Excellent theory, Don. So see, people's heads explode.
Yeah, it's a side that nobody has ever mentioned. I looked it up, but it is true. John F. Kennedy was fucking Marilyn Monroe, and I can imagine some fucking asshole's gonna kiss Jackie's ass and tell her, "Hey, your husband's fucking around on you." There's always a big fucking mouth.
I mean, especially after the birthday singing, where that was when the suspicion kind of leaked, but then she was forced to go have intercourse with Bobby Sr. that night instead of Kennedy, who she wanted to supposedly.
So let me ask you this: is Robert Kennedy Jr. Is he Marilyn's baby?
No, Don, that's not how it's not. There's a little bit of anatomy issues with that because Ethel Kennedy, actually gave birth to Bobby Kennedy Jr. So unless there was,
be true. You know that to be true.
Yeah.
By the way,
so see,
that's Earl's aunt. Earl Skakel's
yes, it is.
Aunt.
So your theory could only be possible if Bobby Kennedy shot his load in Maryland. It started to be a baby, and then they did the operation, which I don't even know if this operation's ever occurred because it's test tube babies.
Mary Jane, you're putting words in my mouth.
Well, they take the baby out of Maryland and jam it up at Ethel's twat.
I never said that. I asked the question, but I never said that. My theory, and again, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, is that in that limo in Dallas, Jackie was asking and telling John Kennedy, "I know you've been fucking Marilyn. I know that." It fucked with his head so much because it caught him off guard. His head exploded. Have you ever seen the shots? The head explodes.
There's a Zapruder film.
Yeah.
It looked like it exploded right where he thinks from, too, which is the weird thing.
Yeah. That definitely
came
from
he seems like a frontal lobe type of person.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Okay, we've got a timeout here at the Colorado-Dallas Game 7. We're in Colorado, so there's a bunch of guys from Colorado in there. And everybody in the stands, a lot of them are voting for Colorado to win this Game 7. Colorado has the puck. The one guy he crosses the blue line, throws it in there. The guy from Dallas goes and gets it very easily. There might be a line change right now. Oh, this guy seems to have things going in the right direction. Shoots! Colorado sends it up. The guy from Dallas takes it, just tosses it down the ice. Colorado guy goes back and gets it, throws it to his one buddy up there. He loses it. Dallas has it. They're trying to play. They're trying to come down and score a goal. This guy goes over there, and all right, Colorado has it again, has control. Throws it to his one buddy. Here comes the guy from Dallas. He intercepts it. The guy from Colorado intercepts it.
Subscription.
All right, the guy from Colorado is going backwards. He's waiting for his buddies. We've got a line change. We've got new players coming on the ice, fresh players.
Terry Greenbean just subscribed for his 39th month, month in a row, and says hello.
Hello to
Hello.
Terry Greenbean.
Thank you, Commissioner. How did you like, Commissioner, the fact that Hollywood Harry was ratted out by calling Mary Jane's picks fraudulent?
We're gonna need some kind of decision by the commissioner, Terry Greenbeans, and
The evidence I submit is from yesterday's Pretty Girl show, kind of from the start of the show, where I listed my ways he can make up for.
Colorado's got a rush. There's a guy from Dallas who wants to get in the way, and he knocked the puck free. This guy seems like he wants to do well. He tosses it down. There's a guy from Dallas, one of his friends. Oh, he couldn't get to it. He tried.
Terry Greenbean said on the episode last night, by the way, on the comments on YouTube. So thanks for the comment on YouTube. Says Don knows Harry better than Harry knows himself. He could smell that anti-Tigers pick a mile away.
Was I right?
Yeah.
And it's funny. It's every team that I would like. He goes the opposite direction. I think basically he's trying to hurt me.
I hate to say that, but it seems like it.
Colorado has got it behind their own goal. Passes it to his one buddy at the red line. Oh, there's a guy. Dallas now has it. Now they're making a
Subscription.
Thanks, Screen Jabs. They subscribed at Tier 1. They've subscribed for 17 months total. Thank you very much. And they say, I love mid-show banter.
Yay!
That's what
Thank
we're in
you,
right
thank
now.
you.
We're in mid-show
Yes, we
banter.
are.
Colorado coming down. They got the puck on the end. He throws it to his one buddy. He goes through him. Shoot! No good. Didn't even go to the goal. It's the end of the first period.
Oh, and thus concludes the Mary Jane Show mid-show banter. Now we are sliding right into an exciting closing show banter. Don has broken all the rules as usual, and last week, so we will allow play-by-plays during closing show banter as well. Thank you all for joining us on the Mary Jane Show, and thank you for sharing your lovely Saturday afternoon with us.
Well, we're at the end of the first period in this Game 7 between Colorado Avalanche and the Saginaw Gears. And so it's tied 0-0.
The basketball game is back on, by the way, if you'd like to know.
We got it back on the basketball game. Right now they're in commercial, so I can't give any play-by-play.
Well, that's happening. Terry Greenbeans, the commissioner, if you didn't know, says Hollywood Harry is due for another reprimand from the commish. And he says there is nothing fraudulent about Mary Jane's record or picks. The only person involved in fraud is Hollywood Harry himself.
Who picks, and you should add, Mary Jane doesn't go on another show and give different picks.
No.
Yep, we got confirmation for that. And Harry was very blatant about he's only been caught 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, only been caught. Did you
Caught,
hear what she said?
yeah.
Caught.
So, if you love Simply Don the Twitch right here and or our YouTube channel, A with the Circle SDTPN, Next up is tomorrow, 5:30 p.m., the Mitch and Friends show. And get there on time because it is a very short show. Don can only tolerate so much. So it is a hard out at 6 p.m. Then the following day, Monday, if you're in Los Angeles and available to come to the world famous Comedy Store, please be there at 10 p.m. And on your way there, please go to www.thecomedystore.com, click the word calendar, click the word belly room, click the word ding dong show, and please reserve your tickets online. It really helps out the show. It doesn't cost you anything. So be there at 10 p.m. in person, and if you're unavailable
You
to,
forgot something. Also, don't forget tomorrow. Catch the Bitch and Friends show, and then why don't you come with Mary Jane, Mummy, and I to go see the movie, and then
or the 1-year anniversary of Mafia at the Comedy Store. I don't know.
I will be there. That show starts at 9:00.
1-year anniversary of Mafia at the Comedy Store. And Monday, if you can't be there in person, 10:30 p.m., it will be the Ding Dong Show will be streaming right here.
That's true.
And if you're wondering what we're saying about this Hollywood Harry criminal, you can see that show every Friday night at 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, right here on twitch.tv/Simply Dawn the Twitch.
The Pretty Girl Show. It's a
What did I say?
It's a place where pretty girls get together and talk about pretty girl things.
Yes.
Also,
and go ahead, Omanji.
I just want to say the commissioner has had a few more comments. He says Hollywood Harry, sorry, that was a correction to the other one. It says, thanks to Mary Jane for bending the rules of opening and closing show banner. Dawn's sports calls are iconic. And he also said Hollywood Harry is in for a rude awakening.
The Clippers are down by 15 in the third period.
And Frodizzle also said, I thought you said Mitch show banter. And he said, nobody wants that, LOL.
Yeah, no, it's mid-show banter. Mitch and Friends is tomorrow.
And don't forget tonight at midnight Pacific time, or at midnight,
East
midnight
Coast time.
East Coast time, 9:00 time out here.
May the Fourth be with you.
May the Fourth be with you. In a game of Fortnite.
Yep.
Tell them more about that tonight.
Just if you want to play, let me know. We'll be in my Discord. So if you don't have a link to that, it's in all my links thing. I can get joined if you need it. But just come play with us. We're gonna play some battle royale matches, probably squads or something like that. So start at midnight. We'll play for a few hours. I'm not sure how long my friend will hang. It's pretty late for he's a normal person, so I'm not sure what his late night schedule is like. But we'll play for a while. It'll be fun. We'll play Star Wars characters and do Star Wars stuff and talk about things. Be fun to hang out. We got a podcast coming out soon too. So actually, it's out now. There's an episode out now. If anybody wants to hear it.
What'd you talk about?
Movies, stuff like that. I don't remember exactly, to be honest.
You've never had me on.
It's just getting started, but we do want to have you on there.
Has Windy City Heat ever been brought up?
Not yet.
Denver is now up by 23 over the Clippers.
The Clippers were up 5 not too long ago, right?
Well, they're now down by 23.
Whoa, that's a big dive. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thus concludes the Mary Jane show. We are having a lot of fun. Mid-show banter's over. No, we're done. We're just wrapping up closing show banter. So my social media is Instagram mainly, A with the circle, TheSmokingMaryJane. And Don, what's your social media?
Why don't you tell them?
Okay. Don's Cameo is working again. There was a slight little blip of technical error, but he is back to being able to access it. So his Cameo and his Facebook are Don Barris. Everything else is simply Don1. That's the number. And if you'd like to contribute to the Guinness Book of World Records t-shirt attempt, you can send 2XL t-shirts to Don Barris, 7190 Sunset Boulevard, number 153, Los Angeles, California, 90046. Omanji, any social media?
Sure, you can follow me here on Twitch at omanG_gaming, and that's where you, if you want to watch the Fortnite thing tonight, you can watch it here, or YouTube at omanG or oman_G. Click my name on either thing and follow, and I stream on both things. So check me out both places, and then you can find more stuff if you look on those pages. So, and the podcast is called
Yay!
Everything After. That's 3 words, ETA. So everything after. So if you want to look up on, it's on Spotify and iTunes, I think. So
Well,
should be cool.
congratulations. Bravo, bravo, bravo. Looking
Thank you.
forward to seeing a lot more from that.
Hopefully.
Today's the 3rd, right?
Yes, it is.
It's time to pay some rent.